Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon and good evening, and welcome back to Football Manager 2023 with me, Dean, and welcome back to our epic European Journeyman Save, where we're aiming to win the top flight division in each of the European nations in the game. We're in nation number 15, I believe, which is Israel. We are the manager of Kiryat Shmona in our second season here, our first full season. Of course, we took over halfway through last season and saved the club from relegation, recorded a 4th place finish with them. We've reached the 2/3 point of the season though, and we're about to get to the point where the league starts to split. We're going to have a look over obviously what happened since you were last with us. Financially, still been no moves forwards on that. We're still massively in the red. We have had a couple of signings who have come in though, which we'll obviously go over as well. But as you can see, it's still £3.1 million in the red, so it's getting worse. It's actually getting worse, and we're spending over the wage budget. In terms of transfers, the two who have come in, we already knew about Oscar Larsson Malmqvist. He's come in from Djurgården. He's actually started off very, very well. 7 goals in 9 in the league, which is absolutely fantastic. I've made another signing though, and it is Min Tao. He's coming in on a free transfer. Chinese 27-year-old right fullback, and I did say last episode that we were lacking a little bit in the fullback position. Unfortunately, he is suspended already though, having picked up 4 yellow cards in his 7 games that he's been here. Last time you were here though, guys, was the 2-1 win with 10 men against Maccabi Petach Tikva. Fantastic win. Unfortunately, we did drop off a little bit after that game. We recorded a 0-0 with Hapoel Haifa. Really shouldn't have been a 0-0. We hit the target 7 times. We just didn't find the back of the net. And that has been something of a letdown for us here in Israel. I'll show you that in a moment. But Maccabi Tel Aviv were next, a 1-1 draw away from home. Oscar Larsson Malmqvist with his first goal for the club in the 24th minute. Lirian Muyal got the equaliser for Tel Aviv. Back to winning ways though in the next game, a 1-0 win over SC Ashdod. Jakob Larsson, the top scorer, with the only goal of the game. Very deserved win. Larsson Malmqvist had a poor game in this one though. But we followed that up with another 1-0 over Hapoel Ramat Gan. Another good performance. We just don't score enough goals. And like I say, that is something of an Achilles heel of ours in Israel. So far, I found Israel frustrating. Let's just say frustrating. Cup-wise, we got through in the next game, a 4-0 win of Malmqvist with a hat-trick in this one and an own goal from Cohen. But again, another good performance. But in the league, it was a 3-0 win over Ramat Hasharon. Another fantastic performance. Kamis Larsson and Larsson Malmqvist with the goals in this one. Another dominant performance by Kiryat. But then we lost one. And it was to Maccabi Netanya. Rather disappointingly. Jakob Larsson went off with an injury as well. We got FM'd again. It's 23 shots, but we've not scored a goal, which is what I mean. It's so frustrating to watch us play here in Israel. It's just because we don't score, we haven't got a goal scorer, and we followed that up by not scoring again against Bene Sakin. A 0-0 draw, again, another one where we've had 12 shots, only hit the target twice though. Our defenders picked up the man of the match performance, which kind of tells you where we're at. State Cup quarter-final, we did pick up a 3-2 aggregate win over Beitar Jerusalem, so we've made it to the semi-final of the Cup again. But another draw with Maccabi Haifa. Kroma with the goal for us in the 2nd minute. Mizrahi with the goal for Maccabi Haifa. A game that we, again, really should have won, if we're being entirely honest with ourselves. At Hapoel Tel Aviv, we have returned to winning ways recently in the last 3 games. We've started scoring a few goals. But Maccabi Tel Aviv, 2-1 win in this one. Nadi Hidari and Larsson Malmqvist got the win in the 93rd minute, which was absolutely fantastic. If we have a look at this goal as well, this is what rescued the win for us in the 93rd minute. It was an absolute stunner, but we were very lucky to actually pick up the win. And it was this peach of a free kick from Larsson Malmqvist in the 93rd minute of the game to secure all 3 points. And we've backed that up with a 3-0 win over Hapoel Jerusalem. Kamis and Larsson Malmqvist again on the score sheet. Another battering of the opposition. And then most recently, again, Hapoel Petach Tikva. A 3-0 win in this one. Larsson Malmqvist with a double again. And Jakob Larsson on the score sheet. Another dominant dominant performance. And where that leaves us in the league, just before it splits, is currently still sat at the top, which is fantastic. We're 4 points clear of Maccabi Haifa with a game in hand, which is great. In terms of player ratings, player stats, I beg your pardon, average ratings, we cover the top 3. We've got man of the match performances up there. Clean sheets were at the top. It's just this one, goals. And it's, like I say, it is an Achilles heel. Larsen Malmqvist has come in. He's only played 9 games in the league, but he's already got himself above Jakob Larsen, which is great. Previous strikers at the club were appalling. And that's reflected in this. We've actually used the data hub, and we have a look at this one. Attacking efficiency. Aggressive shooting, but wasteful shooting. And look who's all the way up here. We have so many shots. Shots per game is up, what? That's 18. Conversion rate, less than 8%, looking at that. So, not fantastic. We need to be over here somewhere. And it has been so frustrating. On the flip side of that, though, defensively, we're impenetrable. And a quiet defence, because we do play so well defensively, which is, fantastic. We need more goals going forward. In terms of how the squad are looking, then goals-wise, it is still Jakob Larsen leading the way, but Oscar Larsen Malmqvist is quickly catching him up. Goldstein from central defence has got 7. Romero, he's had a poor season, only 6 goals. He has picked up 9 assists, though. But in terms of assists, it is Armando Ibakunli leading the way, Nadir Dari. So those 2 Segundo Volante roles are working extremely well for us, which is great to see. So we are taking on Hapoel Beersheva today, the defending champions, like I said we would, 2/3 of the way through the season. If we win, we go 7 points clear, which is going to be great. Obviously, when the season does split, we face all of the teams up to here, basically, so it gets harder. Maccabi Tel Aviv have really picked up as well. They were, earlier on, like I showed you, down at the bottom of the table, but they've come back strongly, and they've been in second place. They're only 4 points behind us themselves, but the defending champions are still having a poor one. It's going to be touch and go whether they make it into the championship group. So we'll get into the game, guys, against Hapoel Beersheva. We are away. Hopefully we can find the back of the net in this one a few times. Lineup for today, though, guys, it's going to be Alati in goal. Very good goalkeeper in this division. 13 clean sheets now in 24 appearances, only 13 conceded, which is great. Atia is going to stay as the right back for today. It's another position that he can play. He's quite versatile as Atia. So with the suspension to Min Tao and Navon not really being the best of players, we're going to trust Atia in there. The 2 fantastic central defenders that we've got at the club in Azulai and Goldstein continue their partnership at the centre of defence. And then at left back today, it is going to be Kayal. In the centre of the park, we're unchanged. It's Sayam as the defensive midfielder. Again, had another very good season. He's a very good player for us, and he's key to the way that this team plays. The 2 Volantes, Ibakunli has adapted that position now. He's a natural there, which is really, really good. And his partner in crime is Nadir Hidari, also natural in that position now as well, which is fantastic. The 2 wingers are going to be Kamis. Had an okay season, not really up to standards. It's probably the weak link in this squad now, is the right-hand inside forward. Larsen, the top scorer, continues on the left-hand side. He's had a great season for us. And then the new signing, Larsen Malmqvist, continues up top, where hopefully he can continue this goal-scoring form that he started off with. And just like that, it's half-time. Absolutely nothing happened in that first half. Nothing at all. We're on top. We are on top. I'd just like to see something happening. We've had 5 shots, 1 on target, 2 off target, an XG of 0.49. We've had most of the ball. Just nothing's happened. Nothing's happened. Come on, guys. Give us something to cheer. The wingers aren't playing very well either, but I'd just love a highlight. I would absolutely love a highlight in this game. As things are starting... Oh, here we go. Larsen Malmqvist, can he repeat that free kick that we saw at the start of the episode? No, he's hit the wall. The goalkeeper's going to come out and clear it. Monty obviously jumps higher than everybody else, claims that ball, and he looks to set his team away, but he's absolutely wasted it and given it straight back to us. Ibakunli inside to Sayam. Forward to Larsen Malmqvist. Nadi Hidari driving forward. He's got Kayal outside of him. Nadi Hidari continues his run into the box. Can Kayal pick out the cross? No, he can't. He's hit it straight at Bonanno. And now Ben Slush back to Monty in goal, who goes long again. It's a good header by Goldstein, but it's nodded forward. And here, Berat Shiva in behind us. I think he's tried to chip the goalkeeper there with that effort, but it was absolutely shocking effort. At least we've had a highlight though, guys. At least we've had something happen in this game. We need a goal. We need a goal. And as a result of that, we're going to change these two inside forwards because they're having a poor game. We're going to get Kruma on the left-hand side. Kamis, we're going to swap for Atia, and then we're going to bring Zaki Navon on. See if we can create something a bit more going forward, because with 20 minutes remaining, it's been a poor game of football with Maccabi Tel Aviv to play as well, so they could close the gap on us if we don't go and get anything here. Do you know what? We're going to go very attacking. We're going to have a shout at them. Let's see if we can do something in the last 10 minutes. I don't think we're going to. We're into injury time now. And here we go. We get a highlight right at the end of the game. But it is for Hapoel Beersheva coming forward. Bonanno travelling down the right-hand side towards the area. Kyle gets something on the cross. Goldstein helps it clear. But it's going to come back again with Sashar. Bonanno looking to get the ball into the box again towards the back post. And Sassy, it's gone over the bar though, thankfully for us. But with a minute of injury time remaining, it's been a poor performance by Kiryat Shmona. Unless something's going to happen from this. Ben Schlush to Cohen. Feeding it into the middle of midfield. He's gone along over the top. That should be easy for Azulai, and it is. Nadi Hidari, Kayal. Nadi Hidari again, looking to get Kruma away on the left-hand side. He's not going to get there, though. Banana does get there instead. And they've played the way out of trouble very, very nicely there. Hapoel Beersheva. But Kruma's pinched it. No, it's gone out for a throw-in. And I do think that that is going to be the end of the game, guys. With 5 seconds remaining on the clock. I can't see anything happening now. It's a dangerous throw-in in that sort of area. But they have managed to work the ball out. And there is the full-time whistle. That is a shockingly bad performance by Kiryat Shmona. We've played well defensively again, which is fantastic. We've only conceded the one shot on target against us. But going forward, we've just been poor, and that is the frustration that I'm having here in Israel. We've got good players. We've got decent players who can create chances and can go forward and score. We just don't do it. We don't do it. That's bad. It's really bad, and it's I can't improve it either because I've got no funds to do so. Hopefully we don't need to. Hopefully we're moving on out of Israel after this season. We've got some tired players as well. But after that rather disappointing draw, Maccabi Tel Aviv have won as well, so the gap is now down to 2 points coming into the final 11 games of the season, where we're going to be facing up against the teams who are in the top 6. So it's going to get difficult for us, especially without an out-and-out goal scorer. But we've only lost twice all season, which is encouraging. So 2 points clear at the top, guys. Thank you very much for watching, though. It's been a pleasure as always. Please remember to hit that like button for me and the subscribe button. Leave me any comments, all the usual sort of stuff. All of it helps me out immensely, and I do greatly appreciate it. But guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Cheers, guys.